welcome to the Chosen League podcast, where fire sports content is the name of the game. I'm your host, Devon, and in today's episode, I'm going to be talking to you guys about the Rockets and Grizzlies trade. But before we get into all that, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time I upload an episode. Let's get into it. The Rockets and the Grizzlies make a trade. So for the Rockets, they received Steven Adams. From the Grizzlies received Victor Oladipo, a 2024 second round pick, and a 2025 second round pick. So it's looking good for the Grizzlies, but I want you guys to I want to hear you guys in the comment section. What do you guys think about the trade? Who really won this trade? Is it the Rockets or is it the Grizzlies? But let's start off with Steven Adams. And for Steven Adams, he's part of the 2013 draft class. He was drafted by the Oklahoma City Thunders, first round 12th pick. He's played 7 seasons with the Thunders, 1 season with the Pelicans, and 2 seasons with the Grizzlies. Uh, Steven Adams is honestly one of the best big men in the game. He's really showcased his skills. I mean, playing with a lot of great players like Russell Westbrook and Chris Paul, and his best years was with OKC because you really seen a lot of Steven Adams and really like, you know, setting screens and just being that guy who's a vicious rebounder. Um, but we're going to get more into his play style, but he's had 10 seasons. He's had 10 seasons in the NBA, so it's his 10th season. He was on all rookie second team back in 2014, and with the Grizzlies, him being traded away from the Grizzlies, he signed a 2-year extension back in October of 2022. So that leaves him with a 1 year, and he has 12.6 million remaining on his contract that he signed back in October of 2022. So the Rockets have to now take on that. And there's been plenty of players in the league who have been traded to teams and they had money left on their contract. Russell Westbrook, who is one of them, at the time when he went with the Lakers and luxury tax and all that came into play, the cap space. Yeah, you still had to pay him even though he left the Wizards. It came to LA. So with that in mind, it's let's see how the Rockets are able to deal with that. So in the so for Steven Adams, his 2023 season, he averaged 8.6 points, 2.3 assists, 11.5 rebounds, and he shot 59.7% from the field. Now, this is where we come into play. This is where it comes into play about his skill set and what he's able to do. Steven Adams has always been a great rebounder. He finishes well at the rim. He's that guy who can give you those second chance opportunities. And another player who does that well is Montrezl Harrell, who I've always mentioned on my podcast. He's Montrezl Harrell and Steven Adams are pretty much when it comes to second chance opportunities, those guys are going to get it done for you. Um, he's a good passer, and I feel like he doesn't get much credit for that. Steven Adams, like, I'll give you guys an example. So it was when he was with the Grizzlies, and the Grizzlies needed a shot to win the game. So the referee gives him the ball. He inbounds the ball, passes to his teammate, they pass it back to him. He throws a pass down the court, like a touchdown pass, like as if he was a Patrick Mahomes or Tom Brady. And John Morant jumps in the air, and in midair, he has the body control. John Morant puts up the shot, makes the shot. It was a buzzer beater, and the Memphis Grizzlies win the game. I feel like he really is for a big man. He has that IQ. He has that court vision. Steven Adams has that court vision. He's like a big man, but he plays like a guard, a point guard at times. You've seen glimpses of him, like he's done it. He did it a lot in OKC. You've seen it a couple times in New Orleans, and then you've seen it glimpses of him with Memphis. He's good for that. He's a good defender. Mainly, he's a good defender in the paint. He does set good screens. And the thing about it, as a player, when you're a player, NBA player, just basketball player in general, a lot of players set screens, but then the part that they mess up on is they don't stay still. They don't have that body control to stay still while they set the screen and let their teammate go around them so they can get an open shot. And then that results into a foul, which is a turnover, and it's a legal screen, and it's like That could have been a play that helped your team win. But sadly, you mess it up if you don't know how to set good screens. So with Steven Adams, like him, I there's no doubt in my mind he's going to be a great fit for the Rockets. But his role on the Rockets, I mean, looking at the Rockets right now, they ranked fifth in defensive rating and rebounding. Steven Adams, he could come off the bench or he could play the five and have Sengun, their other center, their big Rockets big man. He's on the tear too. He's averaging 21 plus points a game, 5 assists. Um, Out of his last 5 games and on, from January all the way up to now, it's like he's basically averaging a double double every game. Some games he scored 31 points, other games he scored 10, but you could do it like how they could do it like how OKC did it. Like I said, putting Adams at the five, putting Sengun at the four, and really you can test it out and see how the chemistry works for that. If the chemistry is not there for then you could have Adams coming off the bench and really helping the second unit. But in all honesty, my opinion, I say I say put him at the five because Sengun is a scorer. Adams, on the other hand, is he doesn't really do too much scoring. He's more so of rebounding. If a second chance point, if he gets second chance points, a second chance points opportunity, it comes his way, he's gonna take it. So more so of a defend, he's more Adams is more a defender, more so a defender in the paint, not so much the perimeter. He'll probably have a hard time if it's a guard who's very quick, like a James Harden, Damian Lillard, Jalen Brunson, um, John Wall, Bradley Beal. I can go on and on, but you know, it is what it is. So moving on to Victor Oladipo, the last player we're going to talk about before I end the show. Victor Oladipo, also part of the 2013 draft class, first round, second pick. He was selected by the Orlando Magics. He's the same way as Steven Adams. He's been in the league for 10 seasons, 3 seasons with the Magic, 4 seasons with the Pacers. Now you see with the Pacers, he had a lot of good highlights with the Pacers also with OKC and the Magics. He had 1 season with the Rockets and 3 seasons with the Heat. And he was really balling with the Heat and Jimmy Butler, but it just didn't work out. But it is what it is. That's just how it goes. You know, certain situations you can't control. It is what it is. He won Most Improved Player in 2018. He was on All Defensive First Team in 2018. He was on All Rookie First Team in 2014, and he was on All NBA Third Team back in 2018. So looking at his play style, I mean, I'm gonna just sum it up for you guys. He's really, he's a Victor Oladipo is the type of guard is like I'm going to get a bucket. It's simple as that. He's going to get a bucket. Damian Lillard is the same way. John Wall, Bradley Beal, Stephen Curry. Um, you know, it's just that Derrick Rose. It's just that simple. He's going to go get a buck. He's going to get a bucket. He's going to give you those fast break opportunities. He's going to attack his opponent in the paint. He's going to attack that rim and make you get at him with that physicality. He can absorb the physical, the physicality and really get it done. So Oladipo's role for the Grizzlies, honestly, I can see him coming off the bench. We could see how that chemistry works with him and Derrick Rose coming off the bench and scoring. You know, Derrick Rose get a couple shots here, Victor Oladipo get a couple shots there. The Grizzlies are ranked ninth in 3-point field goals, and they sit 13th in the West with an 18-31 record. So it's it's really unsure. It's unsure right now. Like, will the Grizzlies even keep Victor Oladipo is the question because they have those 2 second round picks. If he's not what you're looking for, then maybe they could trade him to another team. You have to move around to another team because he's really a restricted free agent, pretty much. So I want you guys to let me know what you guys think in the comments. Who won the trade? What do you see? What do you see for Victor Oladipo and Steven Adams moving forward? What could possibly happen for them in their career as they go into their 11th season? Can he be can Victor Oladipo be the guy that the Memphis Grizzlies need when it comes to scoring because they're really down in scoring as a team as well. But anyways, that is all for today's episode. Once again, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time I upload an episode. I'm Devin, and I'm signing off.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show.